What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nap Family Racing. So this is what was causing the old transmission to just dump everything that it had in it right now. This is the axle seal, well, part of it anyways. This part kind of holds the rubber grommet part with the, and then there's a secondary part that sits inside of that has a little spring type deal. I think I might have got rid of the rest of it. I don't know, the rest of it's still sitting in there. But this is the little spring that sits on the back side. But pretty much this face just fell out, so there was nothing actually sealing the rubber piece in. We've taken care of that problem with an ungodly amount of RTV because I'm not going to have it leak again. So this video is going to be a sequence of probably a couple days, at least today and tomorrow. As far as put the RTV on, I'm gonna let it set for the rest of the evening, so that way it's hard, tacky, all that tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'm gonna run the axles in, at least on the driver's side. We'll get the driver's side completely built. We're gonna get the rest of our plugs plugged in. Actually, while I'm sitting here thinking about it, because this is one plug that I almost left undone last time. And it's because it's tucked back on the very back of the transmission. That's a nasty looking little deal right there. This is one that I didn't put tape on, which wasn't very smart of me. There she is. So all the way down there. If I still had my one that had the magnet battery, then I could stick it to something so I didn't have to use both hands. But alright, we're in. And then I should absolutely plug this little fella in. It's just right here. We're gonna have to do some serious redirecting with those gloves that I use for the RTV. You guys can't see a lick of what I'm doing. Might be able to now. Easy killer. Alright. Now, part that I'm mildly concerned about is this joker. What could you possibly be hung on? It's not really a viable question for when we're talking about down here, because you could literally be hung on anything and everything. Just trying to get this clutch hooked back up. Obviously I don't mean the clutch, you guys know what I mean. There's no way. Slide it back. Doesn't even make sense. I know that I said it in this magnet tray. Now it's not in the magnet tray, which means it could be legitimately anywhere. There's a little pin that slides in to lock that into place, and it is gone. There's no way. Where's my other magnet battery? So there's a chance, any chance at all that it's hung on the bottom of that would be great. Why would it be? All right. This is not good. We got it. Moved some red rags around and it jumped out. I guarantee that would have been a situation if we couldn't find it. Rain sounds upset. I'd like to give that thing half of the love tap just to make sure it's fully seated. Looks good from my yard, Cotton. Okay. Now, before I get battery and all that other junk back in here, I'd really like to see some type of ability to do different with this lot of wires. That sounds like somebody just fell off a roof over there. Alright. So that's our throttle cable. I'd like to keep this as uninvolved with any type of nonsense as possible, but somehow I believe that it has just been absolutely compromised here. Separated. I don't know what that used to clip to. Probably the stock airbox. If I had to guess. So it probably went like that. Alright, and then we'll go like that. Yes, I'm barefoot. I think our bushing should have came today, so let me go check. Okay, so no, the bushings did not come today. Or at least if they did, my wife is hiding them from me. Because I don't see the box on the porch. And they're not in here. So that would lead me to believe that I'm not in possession of them yet, and Amazon is running late. It's a good thing I don't have to race tomorrow. Amazon. Jeff Bezos, I'd be calling him direct. Some battery tray. Look at that joker smushed back in North Meadows. Whoa, too far. Too far, buddy. Why are you like this? Backwards, and that's why it's being like this? Probably. Do I think it should make a difference? Nope. That's much more gooder. Yep. I got a shot today. I didn't even cry. Pretty tough. I'm now immune to tetanus for the next 10 years. So all this sharp rusted metal over here don't stand a chance. I better not say that too loud, or it's going to take every opportunity that it can to test the strength of the shot I got. Okay. So I need to make a list, both mental, physical, and probably document it here. What we have left to do: rebuild the front end, both sides. Bleed the clutch. Refill our brake reservoir, then bleed clutch. Double check all bolts on transmission are tight. Drain transmission of any possible fluids that still exist. Refill with new fluid. Put the drain plug back in. Check all fluids. Fire in the hole. Wadada 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 da 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 wamba. Check all the fluids. Check underneath. See if it's leaking. Lower off of jack stands. Ooh. Input this before all the wadadas. Put our intake pipe back on. Nut and bolt check entire front end. Then come off jack stands. Then go out, up the road. Make sure the gears work. Shake all the dirt that hasn't come off out. While car is out, get all dirt out of shop. Possibly, most likely clean floors. Shine the car up, pull it back in. Then, once we're done with that, the car's in, sitting on G, waiting on O. We're gonna pull that trailer around and we're gonna fix it. We're gonna redo the sides on it. We're gonna redo the seals and bearings, and we're gonna get ready to rip. And there's a cold wind blowing, which means we're about to get rain, so I'm shutting the door down. So, that's the list. We'll check it twice. Make sure that we're ready to go race for $2,000. That's the old big Kahuna money right there. My brother is flying into town next week. So we will have a live-in crew guy. I believe he gets in Wednesday. So Wednesday and Thursday we'll get done anything as far as on the trailer side goes that we haven't got done before he's here. And then I think we're gonna go have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna take him, we're gonna go racing. Some go-karts on Thursday. I've got a lightning bug in the shop. I don't know if that means one way or the other, but I'm gonna say it means good luck. I'm gonna temporarily catch him, see if I can't show you guys, and I'm gonna let him go. supposed to go in the jar, not on the jar. Ah, there we go. I don't know if you guys can see him or not. He's crawling around. If you fly, you better light up. He flew and he did not light up. Sorry, bud. I'm sure being in this jar was very disorienting for you, but I was just trying to get you some followers on social media. But yeah, so that's the list. That's dirt. And the next time I see you guys, it'll be tomorrow. So let's fast forward today, or we'll get back in the shop and get to work. What's going on, everybody? It's Saturday. We've got Keenan back over here helping us get the axle in. I'm over here just double checking a couple of these transmission bolts, and we're exactly 7 days away from racing for $2,000. And I think we're gonna be out here for a minute, work on this, and then I'm gonna have to go in, shower, change, so I can get ready to go to the madhouse with this fella later this evening.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna go for a fight and hope a race breaks out.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so Keenan just took off. He had to get home, get some things going on with his wife. I think they had to get a couple things done before they were ready to go for this evening. Huge help him coming by, because he got this side completely rebuilt and put back together, which freed me up to go through and double check the bolts on the transmission, which ended up being a good thing, because we had one that I guess I finger tightened, and when I was going through it just looked like it was tight, so I didn't put a wrench on. I don't know what happened down there, but we found a bolt that needed to be tightened and got tightened, and then I got the axle put in on this side with the bearing bracket kind of at a standstill now. I mean, I can put this side the rest of the way together, but at a standstill because we ordered some bushings that fit inside here, but for some reason I can't get them to work with what we've got going on. So good chance I'm doing it wrong, but nevertheless I can't get it to work the way it's supposed to. So I'm gonna watch. It didn't hurt all day, and then whatever I was just doing, that tetanus shot spot, kicking. But anyways, the forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I've got new shift cables coming. They should be here tomorrow. So, with any luck, I'm decimating flies right now. With any luck, we'll have those new cables tomorrow. we can just run the new cable setup and have it work. And if that doesn't work, I'm just going to use the old shift tower with the old nut washers and bolts and call it good. So I really want to try and make this work so I can have all this transmission just together the way that it came to me, and not risk there be a problem with the shift tower out of this one, etc., etc. So with that, I do think that I'm gonna call it right here for today. I'm at a good stopping point. I got farther today than I imagined myself getting, thanks to Keenan. So I feel like I'm at a good spot. We did put a brand hammer out of the box, brand new axle on the driver's side over here. So we do have new equipment as far as that goes. And then I got nervous for a second. I had the old loader knuckle sitting outside of the trash bucket it usually sits in, and I saw it on the ground, and I thought that it was the loader knuckle from this side, and I was like, oh, I did not think that I took that all the way apart. But anyways, this side is ready to go back together. All I have to do is bang the loader knuckle into the strut, hook it on the loader control arm, feed the axle through, run the axle nut down, hang the brakes, boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. I did break the transmission drain hole loose, took it all the way out. Nothing came out. I was able to get a little bit of my pinky in there, not enough to tell if there's any fluid in there. But with as much as I've been moving it and dumping it and tipping it over, as far as getting it to get into the car, I'm gonna say that there's probably nothing in there. So now that both axles are set up, we're ready to just pump 2 quarts into it and at least call it good on that front. And then we still have to hook up the bracket so this joker isn't swinging around a bunch. So we've still got some work to do, but we're farther than I thought we would be at this point. So I'm feeling good about it. Tomorrow we're gonna throw a good chunk of time at it. I had some obligations earlier in the day, so I couldn't get out here as early as I wanted to, but we were still able to get out here before it got too horribly hot as far as all things are considered. It is to the point now where it's pretty uncomfortable to be outside. But yeah, so we will we'll come back and finish up a bunch of this stuff tomorrow. And I think tomorrow evening is probably when I'll put this three days worth of video out. So I will see you guys tomorrow.
Chris Carter, this is what, number 7,682 reasons why they call it the Madhouse, my friend.
back Sunday morning. We've got a good chunk of time today to work on the car, but our time is not unlimited. So we're gonna make the best of what we got. And I forgot to remember, grab something before I sat down right here. So luckily it's not far. But the car is completely self-sufficient at the moment, as far as all jacks have been taken out from under the car. The jack stands are still obviously a part of the situation. Put that down gently and just tow to the best, I guess. Well, we're just gonna work on getting this deal set up best we can. I think we're gonna stomp this down. This is gonna turn more. There it is. So 14s. Or are they not? Nope. Still 15s. We're gonna need a wrench. Wrench. I know at one point I had a 15mm box wrench out here for that bottom bracket. Bada bing. Alright, well, now it comes next. Big dog. Means I don't think that axle's all the way in. Hold, please. That's tight. Tight, tight, tight. Oh. I hit right in between my two knuckles pretty hard on something under there. I think that might be a little bit more gooder. Lug nut on. So it's perfect. We still have to bleed the clutch and install our bracket. So I'm gonna go down and see. I believe this is a 15. Sister is 14. At this point, I don't know why I even have the 14 out. Okay, so I do that. And then I think it's a 13 millimeter. Bolt. Alright. Let's see if we can get this done with minimal nonsense. Bolt out of there. Oh boy. Where's that bolt? There we go. Good job, man. Okay. So we're gonna have to have a second set of hands hold this engine transmission away from where that bracket is because they fit so snugly together. So, brief intermission, we'll be right back. Alright. Look at that. Whooped it. Now, that's as far as we can kind of go for right now, at least. I'm still waiting to see if those shift cables are going to come in. And then once they come in, I'm going to figure out if I'm just putting the whole new selector cable in, or if I'm going to try and take the piece that I need out of the new one, make it fit in our old one, put it back together like that. So, I don't want to put fluid in it until I have the selectors, and I obviously don't want to bleed the clutch until there's fluid in it. So this will kind of be a stopping point for us at the moment, but then we'll come back and figure out our next steps once we get our parts. So, all right, so here we are Sunday evening, and we paid extra for fast shipping on those cables, and they're still not here. So we're just kind of SOL there. But I do believe we're gonna go ahead and start pumping transmission fluid into the transmission, and that's where we'll end the day, and that's where this video will end as well, so I have time to edit it and get it out. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to drop you guys down to my level so you can hang out with me on the ground while and we're gonna get dirt and all this other stuff on another clean shirt today. My wife is gonna beat me with a laundry basket. But here we go. All right, this angle is not very flattering at all. And we've got our hoses backwards. All right, we should be tough now. Pull that back a little bit. Turn this so I can see. 1 quart down. 1 quart to go.
In it.
That's not the right size. Come on. How's that feel? Different. All right. That feels tight. Good news. I don't see any drips. So I'd say for the time being, we're leak free. Oh, we gotta switch that out. This is why I spend a lot of time just checking stuff out. Sometimes you find stuff that works but doesn't at the same time. And this is one of those things. It's in there. I got this on. After this season, we're gonna have to cut this exhaust off and get somebody to run us a new exhaust, because this joker's beat from Bethlehem to Jerusalem. This. Okay, yeah, that's supposed to be right there. We're gonna have to put some horsepower on this one. I'm gonna be down here for 4 days. Okay, you can let go now. Sure, we'll just race around the track like this. Okay, you can let go now. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Put a little snug on it. It's German torque spec, the old Gutentite. We'll get a zip tie or something to kind of collect these. Yeah. All right. Well, let me see if I can get a better angle. I don't look like Mr. Potato Head like this. So that'll pretty much be where we wrap this video up. Me lying here underneath this car. And hopefully we'll get those cables soon. If not, we're gonna have to swap that shift tower and make some modifications. But until then, we'll see you next time.